Greetings. I hope that you're doing great even into this crypto market. So today there's going to be I'm going to try to keep this video short. I'm going to tell you about debt cross, right? That's the most strangest thing in Bitcoin that can happen. I mean, in the next few days or might be in the coming weeks, right? But there is a bullish scenario that I'm going to tell you about, right? So let's get started. So first of all, yeah, over here, as you can see onto the charts, yesterday I've told you into my video that the similar triangle is making, right? The Bitcoin is making symmetrical triangle. But I have also predicted that it's going to break down, right? Because if you know basics of technical analysis, then most likely the symmetrical triangle, when the price is coming down like this, then a breakout don't happen over here. That was just a fake out. Breakout most probably happen out towards the downside, right? That's exactly what happened due to the FUD as well of China and so on and so forth news. But right now let's talk about the targets, right? The target, as per I told you into yesterday's video, that the target of the symmetrical triangle is $22,757.76. That's the target of symmetrical triangle, right? But Bitcoin had to cross multiple major supports in order to reach to this target, right? But let me show you the major supports over here that you should have to keep your eyes on, right? Let me sort it out for you, and then I'm going to tell you about the debt cross that can can be very bad for crypto, and there is one opportunity in that as well that I'm going to tell you about. Hold on. Okay, so the major levels are okay, yeah. So the strong support zone is this 27,500 towards we can say 27,600, yeah, 27,600 towards $29,000, right? That's the strong support area, right? And if the Bitcoin is going to break it, that I don't think so that it's going to break in the next couple of hours or so. If it's going to break out, break this support lines in the next few days or might be weeks, then most likely Bitcoin is going to touch this target, right, of symmetrical triangle, right? Okay, but what about debt cross? Let me just clean this charts before I can tell you about the danger zone of Bitcoin. Hold on. Okay, yeah, so onto a daily chart, if you can select the MA cross, moving average cross, and set the settings to 50 and 200, then you can see that that cross is about to happen, right? There's very little space over here, right? And if it's going to happen, then if you know the basics, then you know what's going to happen, right? Let me show you by real data, right, instead of just telling. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, as you must have to know that moving average is a lagging indicator, right? So it can give you idea, but don't 100% rely upon the indicator, right? But as you can see on in the mid of March, right, the cross happened, right? That cross happened, and you can see the price moves, right? But if you are noticing that the price dipped before and then cross happened later on, right? That's why I'm saying this is a lagging indicator, right? But it works, right? But there are rules that how to use it, right? One more thing, which is a very much bullish scenario for Bitcoin currently, that can save all of us, right? And we can then expect some bullish price movements, right? But what's that? Hold on and stick with me, so that I can show you 2013 move. Okay, this one, right? Where that gone now? Okay, that's what I'm not talking about. What I'm talking about was, okay, here we go. I have finally found it. So that's what I was talking about, that back then in 2013, the price gone, I mean, towards $260, you can say, round off, right? And then price crashed, and then what was happening is that Bitcoin was about to do a dead cross. But as you can see, what happened, the 50-day moving average touched the 200-day moving average, and I mean, many people at the time were bearish, right, that is going to do the dead cross, right? But what happened? It simply touched it, and then it went parabolic, right? And you can see the price move. Or here, let me set this for you. Okay, and let me tell you the percentage. It went up like okay, it went up around 900%, right, from that point, right? It just 50-day moving average just touched the 200 moving average, and then it goes 900%, right? That can be a case in this bull market, right? But that's just a possibility, right? Or might be that cross going to happen. But I've told you the possibility, right? One last thing before I wrap up the video, which is the Wyckoff pattern. First of all, I mean, you should learn this pattern, this distribution symmetrical Wyckoff pattern. So what was happening that currently we are in phase E, right? Just to tell you, and yeah, and the price target of this is $30,000, right? Which we are mostly around it, and I believe that might be it's going to touch it, right? So what happens next, right? According to Wyckoff patterns. So according to Wyckoff pattern, this is the other one, accumulation semantic Wyckoff events and phases, right? Make sure to do research over this, right? Because it's worth learning. So currently, most probably, we are in a phase C, all right, in a spring, right? And it is a possibility, according to this Wyckoff events and phases accumulation semantic pattern, that Bitcoin can touch the, as per I told you, the 28,000 support zone, and then it can do the zigzag, and then it's going to grow parabolic into the phase E, slowly but gradually, you know, in a zigzag movement. That can be a possibility, right? Because one thing I have learned, I mean, I was watching something, and I have came to read that one image that there was mentioned that when everyone's hope is going to die, that Bitcoin is going to recover further, or I mean, when everyone thinks that the bull market is over, then these whales are going to pump that much money, and the prices are going to go above $60,000, right? And the retail investors just was thinking that the bull market is over, right? That's just a trap, right? By institutions, by whales, and so forth, things just to buy Bitcoin at cheap prices. And how they're going to do so? Because you, I mean, if you, I mean, do the panic selling and so on and so forth things, your Bitcoin is going to be bought at the dip prices by the institutions and whales, right? So that's the patterns that I have told you about. That's the pattern that was perfectly followed, and we are obviously in the phase E. And there is a possibility that we are currently in a phase C of this pattern, right? So yeah, that's it for today's quick, not so much quick, but it's for sure a value-packed video. So that's it for today's video. See you then, and till then, trade wisely.